Hello and welcome. You are listening to the Ditch Decade Diets podcast. I am your host, Lorna, certified food freedom coach and founder of the Ditch Decade Diets Academy. I've spent 10 years in an unhealthy relationship with food, binge eating, over-exercising, and feeling insecure in my body. This podcast is all about helping you get to the root of your food struggles and teaching you how to rewire your brain so you can end binge eating. If you're ready to improve your relationship with food and cultivate more self-love towards yourself and your health, this is the podcast for you. So let's get to it and jump right in. Hello, you badass podcast community. I am super excited for another episode of the Ditch Decade Diets podcast. And today I want to share with you guys an updated nighttime routine that I have absolutely been loving. This routine makes me feel so freaking amazing. And there are certain things that I definitely do every single day. There are certain things that I don't do every single day. So I also want you guys to have discernment when listening to this. I think sometimes it's really easy when somebody shares a routine, whether it's an evening routine or their habits or a morning routine, and you believe that you need to now follow it to a T, or you believe that you have to do everything perfectly. And if you don't do things perfectly, then you're a failure. Like, that's not it, right? This is my ideal nighttime routine. I'm going to share the things that I do daily. There are certain things, like I said, in this routine that I don't do every single day. But this package of combination of things that I'm going to share with you is what's been making me feel so incredible. And I just have to share it with you because there are certain things that you can definitely be doing right now that can make you just feel so much better. And I can't tell you how freeing it is to no longer binge at night. I used to binge almost every single night. I kid you not. Do well all day, eat healthy all day, come home. It didn't matter if I was hungry, if I was full, if I was bloated, if I was tired, if I was stressed, if I was regardless, I would come home and binge. And then I would feel horrible. Then I would literally just want to isolate myself, not want to talk to anyone, just put on these like baggy clothes and just like go to bed and just like wait for the next day to be here. And it feels so good. Like, I've just been soaking in my evening routine because I'm just like remembering those days and how not good I felt. And I just love feeling good and jumping into bed, like feeling excited about my nighttime routine, feeling excited to jump into bed, not like, oh my gosh, like I hope the next day is here already. Like I feel like shit. Like, it's not that. And I want you guys to feel incredible as well too. So maybe you already have a nighttime routine. Maybe you don't have a nighttime routine, but I'm going to share one that I have been loving. And again, there are certain things that I'm going to share with you that I do every single day, but this is not a copy and paste. This is not, oh, this is what Lorna does and she doesn't binge anymore, so I'm going to do this. And it's not about that. And also, before I dive into this nighttime routine, I am not saying you need a nighttime routine so that you don't binge. This is not a form of distraction. Oh, I'm going to do these things so that hopefully I don't binge. No, I have this nighttime routine because I have the mental capacity, the time, the space, the energy, because I'm no longer binging. So whether you are binging in the evenings or not, I don't want you to see it as like, oh, I have to start doing this nighttime routine so that I don't binge, because I got sucked into that trap. When I was binging every single day, I remember telling myself, like, you're just going to drink tea and you're going to go to bed early and you're going to read a book and you're going to go take a hot bath. And then the evening would come and I'm like, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to binge. So this is not do a nighttime routine so that you don't binge. This is learn how to get rid of your binge urges, rewire your brain, and become less impulsive with food. And also have a nighttime routine because it's going to make you feel good. They're two separate things. Okay. So what I have been doing, and I've been loving this, is, and I've been doing this for a while, but sometimes it's a little bit less time. Anyways, I have been, I should probably tell you what the thing is first before trying to explain myself. I have been giving myself an entire hour before bed, no phone, no social media, no laptop, no screens, no phone, no looking on, social media. And I actually don't even do a lot of scrolling. I respond to messages. You guys DM me about my programs and membership. And I try to get back to you guys. But 1 hour before bed, I have been putting my phone away. And it has just been so nice to just give myself time to, whether it's like, I'm going to share obviously the things that I do, but it just gives myself time to just like relax, to unwind. I'm on my laptop, even right now, I'm like staring at my laptop screen. I'm just recording this podcast. I'm looking at a screen all day. I'm on my phone because my business is online. And like my eyes need to break. So 1 hour before bed, no phones. And I have been also dimming the lights. So this is so important because when you are getting ready for bed, you want to get your body in a state of relaxation. And if you are, number one, like scrolling on your phone, like, first of all, there's like so many like not helpful things there. Like, you might be comparing yourself. You might literally just get sucked into the trap where you're literally numbing out and you're like, holy shit, it's been 45 minutes. But also, like, you don't want to be looking at somebody else's life before going to sleep. You know what I mean? Especially like you might see something on Facebook or you might see something on TikTok that's like, oh, I didn't need to see that. And then you're like trying to go to sleep and it doesn't sit well. So there's that. But also with the whole dim the light situation, when you have these bright lights, like that's not signaling the body it's time to sleep. So instead, when you are dimming the lights, and I actually like try to turn off the majority of my lights just to, again, like remind the body, like, hey, we're in relaxation mode. Like your nervous system can relax, your body can relax. It just helps for a way better sleep. And even on your phone, you guys, like there is so much light on your phone. And I even read something somewhere where it was like, I can't remember the exact stat, so like don't quote me on this, but it was something like, I think it was like for every hour you spend looking at your phone or every 15 minutes, it's like drinking a shot of espresso. Like that light on your phone, like the artificial light on your phone literally can cause you to not be able to fall asleep or not have good sleep. Because here's the thing, I used to be able to go on my phone and go right to bed and fall asleep, but I probably wasn't having good quality sleep. Something that I actually realized since doing this and like being consistent with it, because I have been pretty good with my phone, like putting my phone away, but like been really consistent an hour before bed. I've actually noticed that I've had more vivid dreams, which is crazy. Like I've literally been like having these vivid dreams, and that just goes to show like I'm in like this deep REM sleep, and that's what you want to get to. I've always been able to sleep well, but like sleep well is like, okay, I fall asleep, but like the quality of your sleep matters because your sleep impacts your hormones. It impacts your hunger hormones, right? It impacts cravings. It impacts your mood. It impacts your energy. And I don't know about you, but if I'm tired and I don't sleep, I'm in a shit mood. When I'm tired, I don't want to work out. When I'm tired, I just want to eat whatever's quick and whatever's easy. Like when I have good quality sleep and I wake up, I'm able to move my body, get in my workout, eat the nutrient dense foods. And of course, enjoy my sweets and all the things, but you don't have these intense cravings and you are able to have more energy and you're in a better mood, right? You're not so like snappy or irritable. So both of those things in combination, no phone and the dimming the lights have been so helpful an hour before bed. And again, like, Thursday nights, for example, Thursday nights are my bachelor nights. I watch the Golden Bachelor, which is so good. By the way, if you've not yet watched that, like it's literally so good. I just love it. These old people falling in love. It's just so cute. I watch that on Thursday nights, and then it's Bachelor in Paradise. So I will watch that and then I'll go to bed. And that's just because I'm also a human and I'm not like perfect. And I also don't want to live my life where it's like, you have this rule and this rule, because you also need joy and fun and pleasure in your life. But don't confuse that of Lorna says I need fun and joy and pleasure in my life, so screw it, I'm just going to be on my phone until 11 a.m. and like, screw it, I'm just, no. Okay, like, you still need to do things that are going to be beneficial for yourself. But what I'm saying is you don't have to be so rigid. Like I said, I don't want you to listen to this and be like, oh my gosh, like I need to be perfect. Like, maybe on the weekends, maybe it's 30 minutes before. Maybe there are some days where I have to do something. Like, there's always nuances to this. But for the most part, 1 hour before bed, no phone, and dimming the lights. It was so funny the other night. I was literally in my room and I told Andrew to come upstairs and I made us tea. And he's like, what the heck are we doing? He's like, we're drinking tea in the dark. And I'm like, it's fine. It's all good. Like, this is what we have to do. Anyways, it was fun. So that's what I do. Now, if for whatever reason I do need to be on my phone or my laptop, pretty late at night, which is not very, it's not like an occasional thing. I actually just bought these blue light blocker glasses. I don't know how well they work. I don't know, whatever, but like, I bought them, and it's so funny. Andrew and I are like sitting there, like watching TV or like on our phone or a laptop with these like glasses on. It's hilarious. But just to protect the eyeballs, I've been doing that as well too, just like very recently, like it's only been like a week. Anyways, the next thing I do, so the most important thing was no phone, dim the lights 30 minutes before bed, 1 hour before bed. The other thing, you guys, I have been feeling so amazing with this next thing. I have been doing contrast showers. I don't do this every single night, but a few days per week, I've been doing contrast showers right before bed, and it is incredible. So a contrast shower is basically just hot and cold. So I take a hot shower, and then for about 30 seconds, I'll turn it to cold. And then after the 30 seconds, I'll turn it to warm again, get all cozy, get all warmed up, and then turn it to cold again and breathe and shiver and feel like I want to puke. And then turn it back to hot. And I'll do that for about like 3 rounds. And I will always finish with the cold water. And I know it's like, oh my God, I just want to finish with the warm water because I'm always cold. Like I am always cold, and I hate the cold water, but literally I feel on top of the world. I feel like a brand new woman. I feel refreshed. I feel just so good. And there's so many benefits to contrast showers, even in terms of like reducing inflammation. Like there's literally so many benefits, and a cold shower is actually something that I recommend to my clients for when they feel the urge to binge. That will help them to not give in. Of course, I don't use cold showers anymore for that, but I just do this contrast shower, hot and cold, because it just makes me feel so amazing. And there's actually been studies to show that in order for you to your body to fall asleep, like you need to be at a temperature 1 degree less than your regular temperature or whatever. Like if your body changes temperature and it goes 1 degree less, you're likely to fall asleep more quicker, or it's better for your body. So this is also why I like to finish off on the cold, just because then I'm cold, then I go to bed and I literally just pass out. Like I literally just pass out. It's amazing. So sometimes, again, I don't do contrast showers every single night, but I've been doing them. I think this past week I did it like twice. Again, sometimes I'll do like 3 rounds. Sometimes I might just do 1 round. Sometimes I might just take a cold shower. Like it's always different, but I want you guys to try the contrast shower. Obviously, check in with your body and make sure you feel good with it. But I just feel so good. Like I literally sleep like a freaking baby. So that feels really good. And it doesn't have to take a long time. Like literally, it doesn't have to take a long time, but I love it when I just feel clean. I put on my cute little pajamas and then I hop into bed, and then I drink my chamomile tea. I love chamomile tea. It is my favorite freaking tea. It is so relaxing. It's so soothing, like even for your stomach, like it's just so soothing. And I just love it so much. So I will drink my chamomile tea. Sometimes I'll do plain chamomile tea, or sometimes I will do chamomile with lavender. Oh, baby, it's so good. And again, that just relaxes me. Chamomile tea is so amazing right before bed. It does really relax your body. And like I said, it is really soothing. So I'll drink my tea. And then Andrew and I just bought a weighted blanket. Oh my goodness. I feel stuck to my bed in the best way possible. Like this thing, I think it's like maybe 8 pounds, but it feels so relaxing on your body. Like I just feel like I literally like die and go to heaven and then wake up the next morning. Like I just feel so good. Now, one thing I will say, it's a little bit harder to actually get up in the morning with this thing. I also think I'm just like sleeping so well with like the no phone before bed, the contrast shower, the tea, like all these things in combination. I feel like I've been getting like 10 hours of sleep, and I know that's like luxurious, but you guys have to remember, like, I can kind of get up whenever I want. But I do get up at the same time every single day, except the weekend sometimes. But anyways, I'm going on a rant here. The weighted blanket is so nice. It feels just so heavy on your body. And I feel like it prevents me from like kind of tossing and turning, because you can't really like, it's not that you can't move, but it's just, you're so relaxed that you don't even want to move. So that is my updated evening routine. 1 hour before bed, no phone, dim the lights. Now, I will say though, I don't dim the lights 1 hour before bed. It's typically about like 15 minutes before bed, because I'm not going to like just like sit in the dark for an hour. I just want to like clarify that. 1 hour before bed, it's for sure no phone. And then I typically dim the lights after my contrast shower, except the other day I was literally taking a shower in the freaking dark, and I didn't tell Andrew, and I was like in the shower, like doing this contrast shower. And I'm like, just watch him like walk in and be like, what the hell are you doing in the dark? But yeah, I typically will dim the lights maybe like 15 minutes before. So take the shower, I drink the tea. And then when I'm drinking the tea, that's when like the lights are off. And I just sit there with my nice hot cup of tea, and then I put my weighted blanket on and I just fall asleep, and it's just been so amazing. And I just wanted to share this with you. Maybe you can take certain things from it. Maybe you're like, yeah, I need to stop scrolling on my phone before bed, because it literally is just not helpful. And again, maybe you're not noticing the effects right now, because a few years ago, like I would be able to, go on my phone right before bed and have it like not really impact me, but it is impacting you. Even if like you wake up the next morning and you feel fine, like you're not getting the best quality sleep that you can. And again, if you're impulsive, if you're binging, if you're, mindlessly snacking, if you have these urges, right? Like you can really help you. Sleep can really help you become less impulsive. Like I said, it regulates your hunger hormones. It impacts your mood, it impacts your energy. And when you're low in energy, you want to eat to get energy. When you're low in energy, it's like, screw the workout. When you're low in energy, it impacts, oh, I'm just going to eat this quick because I don't have the energy to cook anything. So sleep is so fundamentally important. I know it's not a sexy thing, like, I got good quality sleep, but it really does matter. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. And remember, like, this isn't about being perfect, but this is also about finding something that works for you, right? Like I said, you might take one thing out of what I shared for my routine that works for my schedule, and you might choose just one thing and implement it into your nighttime routine. Or maybe you want to try a few things, or maybe you're like, none of that sounds good. Like, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to read for an hour before bed. Like, that's my thing. That's not for me. Like, I don't really enjoy that, right? So it's not about being perfect. It's not about beating yourself up. But the reason that I am able to do this and I like sticking to it is because I want to feel good. I am so committed to feeling my best, like physically, mentally, emotionally, like internally. Like I want to feel so freaking good. And it's so much easier to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to scroll. It's just for another 5 minutes. And then the 5 minutes turns into 10 minutes, and then 10 minutes turns into 20 minutes. And then it impacts your next day, right? So it would be much easier for me to be like, oh, well, I don't want to put my phone away an hour before bed, so I'm just not going to. But I know that that's not what I really want. we all want instant gratification, but I've learned how to like delay that instant gratification. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's going to be challenging to do this an hour before bed, but you know what? I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to feel like $1,000,000. So it's going to be worth it. Versus you might be like, oh, I just want instant gratification. I'm just going to keep on scrolling. And then the next day you pay for it. Right? So you have to decide that your routines, your habits, your mental health is more important than maybe some certain habits that you're engaging in right now, right? Again, do your best, stick to a routine that works for you. It's not about being perfect, but get excited. Like I love my nighttime routine and it makes me feel really good. So yeah, I'll keep you posted if I ever update it, or maybe I'll do like an updated morning routine. If you want to hear that, you can definitely let me know about that. But I just want to share this recent one. I've just been feeling really good and I want you to try it, especially like the contrast shower and just all of it just makes me feel so good. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for listening. If you have been loving the podcast, you guys, we are way past 400 episodes. 400. I've been literally doing a podcast for you guys every single day. If that freaking commitment, I don't know what the heck is. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this for, but I've kept my word since like June or July. It's a long ass time. So if you've been loving this podcast, it would mean so much if you can rate the podcast, leave a review. It literally just takes 30 seconds, but it really helps spread the message across to more people who need to hear this message in wanting to conquer binge eating. So thank you guys so much. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode.